Welcome into our podcast. It's me, Zero, here with
Slider.
And Decade.
Finally time for Kamen Rider Ex-Aid episode 11. Who's the Black Kamen Rider? I guess before we go anywhere, I do want to say, did either of you guys notice when they were doing the little opening, not credits, where we put the credits in TV?
The sponsorship stuff.
Yeah, there we go. Did you notice the Christmas Mighty? Action
Yeah,
X?
it's pretty nice.
That was adorable.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
I saw it at the end, not at the beginning. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, it was adorable. I just needed to mention that. So our episode begins and we learn that Emu's internship is over in a week. I guess makes sense since all internships come to an end. We are running on 3 months for the show.
Yeah, usually residency is like 3 months or something anyway.
I was just kind of wondering, once his internship ends, does he automatically become a certified doctor, or how does it work?
I don't know how it's going to work in the show. I'm sure we'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, then again, he's a pediatric doctor, so it shouldn't be that major. He'll probably just be put under like a lead doctor. Then again, he won't be transferred anywhere else because, he works at CR, so they'll probably just dump him down and transfer him into the CR unit.
So, yeah. There's a kid who's getting discharged, and he's our main focus of the episode, who hates Christmas for some reason that isn't quite apparent, but at the same time is way too apparent.
Yep.
It's not outright stated, but it's very obvious that he hates that his mom's never home, and is always working. I'm sure we'll get into that more next episode.
Also, you gotta remember, Christmas isn't the same thing in Japan. I mean, starting to become like that now, but if they made a story like this here, it would feel a little more like, oh no, the horror. He doesn't know the joy of Christmas.
What is wrong with
it's
you?
more like, yeah.
I think
In
he was
this
just
show,
upset.
it's more like the kid just doesn't want to celebrate this thing.
It seemed to be more that he didn't want to go home.
Yeah.
Because then his mom would have to go back to work.
Plus he would probably be alone at home.
So, we then go to Dan, who needs death data. If that's not menacing, I don't know what is. And it's for this new gashat he's creating.
It's a shiny white one.
Shiny teeth and me, shiny teeth. Sorry.
No, you can go. I thought it was just a blank one. And then I didn't realize it was a special white one.
It was blank. There was no sticker on it.
Yeah, I know. I thought all blank gashats would be white, but that's not true because the protos are black. All the other ones have different colors, so I guess this one was special because it was white.
So yeah, the boy isn't happy because, as we said, his mom has to go back to work when they get home. She's not too happy about it. And then the boy gets infected by a kind of familiar face. Salty from all the way back in episode 1 is back. A villain of Mighty Action X.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
Nope.
I mean, first they have... No, you go ahead.
I mean, suit reusal is a common thing in Toku, with just minor changes made to it, because this time it's got a new hat.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking, first you do reuse the mooks and just give them outfits like Akiba Ranger, and then you just brought back, the same guy with one thing different. I mean, at least it's the hat, you can notice it, unlike Akiba Ranger.
Well, he points out attention. He pulls attention to the hat. He's like, look at my new hat. And he claims that he's leveled up.
Yeah, that was the best part. It's I finally come back, leveled up, ready to go.
Well, another interesting thing was that when the outbreak happened, it didn't... The virus didn't just manifest as one of the giant blobs. It just went straight to Salty
That was kind of interesting.
2.0.
Yeah, I wonder if that's like either saying one, if a Buckster's already shown up, they can just go to level 2. I mean, there's a couple possibilities. Either that happened, or the virus is mutating, or the obvious thing of how we ran out of CGI budget for some reason.
And he did remember Emu, which is also interesting.
Yeah, Ex-Aid's run out of the CGI budget for the next 3 Rider shows.
I know, I mean, it's weird because, like, Toei has a CGI department, so that's not a problem. Also, I guess it's cheaper just to put the effects that they already have on the riders, because those are already made, so I guess maybe it's not as expensive as creating those orange blob things, but, like, those are so basic, man. I could do those.
Yeah. So we got a shortened version of the level 3 Henshin.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun that, like, the Buckster is like, yes, I've leveled up, time to get my revenge, and he just, like, kicks his ass, and the Buckster's like, what the hell is this?
Hilarious. Just like, he had no chance. He had no chance at all.
Well, one of the things I thought that was funny about the Henshin was the Gekitotsu robot just wailing on Salty. Like, why even bother Henshining? That robot's like kicking his butt. Smacks him around a few times.
There's a reason you can beat that game in 15 minutes. The DS version.
I was thinking, like, it was interesting to see, like, normally whenever, like, you get a new form or something, like, the bad guys level up to kick your ass. This time, they for real showed, like, no, I got an upgrade. Like, that's not how this works, alright? Like, Salty leveled up because last time he thought he could beat a level 1, and he got his ass kicked by a level 2, so he only leveled up to a level 2, then Emu dropped a level 3 on him and kicked his ass. I mean, smart that the show is, like, acknowledging, like, yeah, like, you can have a plan, but if you didn't account for something, like a level 3 showing up, it's gonna go badly. Especially interesting to see the villains lose, because that contrasts with, like, Dan. Because, like, it just shows that the Bucksters are a threat, but, like, they're still kind of dumb.
Salty still kind of reminds me of the Spider-Fan guy from Kiva. He's not that serious of a threat.
But again, the Spider-Man guy lasted a while. I don't think... Okay, realistically in a fight, Spider-Man guy versus Salty, Salty gets his ass kicked.
True. So then, Ginham appears and intrudes on their fight. He's already transformed to a level 3. And to compensate for that, Ex-Aid tries to go full dragon and ends up what?
Which is weird because, like, every single level 3 is beaten Dan already. Like, I know Dan was probably holding back, but, like, they don't know that.
Yeah, why does he need to go dragon?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
It's stupid.
He needed to go dragon so Dan and Salty could get away. That's probably the realest reason. Because he did go berserk and start flying around, and Dan and Salty ran away. And Poppy got mad at him.
Yeah, that was the first we saw of
yeah.
the flight capability.
Yeah.
CGI budget accurate win in this episode. So does Master Winch flying dragons. But yeah, so he flew around Asuna because it's not Poppy because she's a transform. Gets mad at Emu because he almost had Salty defeated and let him get away. Which, I mean, yeah, go after the almost weaker threat. Then again, I don't think it would have been easy because of Get him there.
And realistically, he could have just taken one swing at Salty in level 5 and taken him out. Pretty much. So, like, yeah. Like, he got outplayed, but then again, that's consistently shown that he gets outplayed by Dan.
It really is. The next few things was he wants to cheer up the kid with something like he was cheered up by, what's his name, Jotaro when he was a kid. And so, according to the kid's mother, the kid likes cream cake, which is part of the later episode. I did want to point out that Emu's ringtone is the game clear tone.
Yeah. Reminds me of Fies when they like ring up and it's like, what's his ringtone? Oh, it's his theme song.
Where else was it? No, Go in Dragon had the Dead Heat tune as his.
Yeah. It's so cheesy, but it's like, why not?
Yep.
Yeah, it really is. Kirya. We then cut to the Dan's office where Kirya's telling him that most likely the brighter compatibility surgery was performed on Emu 16 years ago when he was operated on, which still makes the most sense. Or his just experience, I don't know. That is a question. It sucks that it's most likely answered in the movie, because that wouldn't make sense. I don't know. I hope it's answered soon.
Yeah, I hope so too, because like they keep looking at his file and they keep saying, oh, it's fine. At first, and then, especially because like Kira goes and looks at the file and then he talks to the nurse and then she's like, oh yeah, we gave him this game console, it's the Wonder Swan.
Bandai Wonder Swan.
Wonder Swan, like of course
Color.
Bandai would put their own damn console, right? Like, come on, they would not stop at selling their own crap. I mean, come on. Like, it's Bandai's console. The movie has frickin' Pac-Man, which is Namco. Right?
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. It's not the surgery, it's... there's something in the game console.
I was wondering that as well. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's what's gonna happen, but...
It is rather strange that he just straight up gave a kid a game console.
Story-wise, it doesn't seem too weird right now. Dan then, after being said that he probably got the game compatibility surgery in that surgery, tells him that he wants proof, and then Kirya's like, I'll get that later, and you're next, by the way. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Investigating him next? I don't know. What do you think it could be? When he said, you're next.
I think it was just revealing his secret, because they still didn't believe him at that point.
Maybe. Can't be 100% sure. Probably, but... Dan says, how about you take a rest? And then Taiga, Emu, and Hiro all arrive. Wow, what a coincidence. Not like we didn't see that coming.
Well, Dan probably called them.
Yeah.
Just in case, like
Yeah.
Zero's gonna try something.
Yeah. Dan then goes on you've got all but one game cleared. Black Ex-Aid is the mastermind spreading the virus. And one is working with the bugsters to steal the lives of the patients. And Dan wants them to defeat him and get their last gadget.
That scene was great, because you see, like, everybody's, like, seeing all their motivations. Like, Hero, Taiga is still, like,
and all the gadgets.
Gadgets, yeah. And, like, Emu and Hero are, like, gotta take this guy down. And, like,
Right.
Laser. Oh my god, his face is great in that scene.
I think the greatest thing about that scene is just the dramatic irony about Dan telling them the truth, pretty much, but not revealing that he is the Black
Rider.
Yeah.
Black Ex-Aid. That's the same we're still calling him. So, he's like, it will be a problem if the health ministry had an ulterior motive. Which they could still have an ulterior motive, we just don't know at this point. We aren't 100% sure.
Yeah. I wonder if he's, like, pushing them to hate the...
Health ministry?
What? Yeah, the health ministry and, like, distrust them because, like, they're his number one obstacle right now, but he can't oppose them openly.
Maybe. What else do we have? Uh, Emu says that he'd rather believe Kyotaro. Like, they don't have an ulterior motive. They believe Kiria because of the stuff that's been happening the last few episodes. And, well, not last few, but back when Laser got level 3. And that it didn't seem to be Dan. And back when Laser was Davey. Just, all in all, Kiria has a bad track record with Emu.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's one of those things where it's like, what are you gonna say, right? Like,
Right.
you already almost burnt your bridge with, like, ammo. I mean, pretty much it's done. Like, even if Kiria tried to explain, I don't think Emma gives a shit at this point.
He really doesn't. Um, yeah, Dan claims he wants to exterminate the virus. Yeah, I don't think that's quite the truth. Do you?
I mean, like, it's one of those weird ass things where it's like, Dan clearly has a plan, but I have no idea what the hell it is.
Really?
This is just my theory from other stuff I've watched. I think he's gonna come around saying humanity is the virus, so I'm trying to destroy you all.
More
Yeah,
than
see, I,
likely.
I was kind of getting that vibe too, but I'm like, oh man, don't be that cheap. But
Please
Yeah.
don't be, yeah. That'd be really cliche.
I mean, it could also be like, uh, basically, oh
Hi.
yeah, we're just talking Ex-Aid. Um, so okay, let me just finish what I was saying, then Slider, you can catch him up. Um, right. So I wonder if he's doing, yeah, it's either like he's gonna turn around and say like, oh, humanity is the virus, so like, screw humans, or he's trying to, like, he's running around with all these doctors, right? Maybe he's trying to figure out like a way to stop people from dying. That's why he's doing the whole like, all this stuff. Like basically, trying to make humanity evolve or something. A little bit more
Hmm.
Fies-ish.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, it's more likely he's just like, screw the humans, but, you know, it's like 30% chance it could be the other thing.